Cadillac Eldorado 4-wire limiting switch power antenna for the 1976 Cadillac Eldorado. This particular unit is for Gary Lux, and the unit was fried to a crisp. The motor was, the limiting switch of the motor, and I just finished opening it up and rebuilding it for the second time. First sold this power antenna a year ago, and came back to me and the limiter switch was burned to a crisp. So 1976 Cadillac Eldorado antenna is a unique 4-wire unit comprised of a red, black, white, and green 4-wire configuration. The green wire actuates the power antenna the first 6 inches, which is consistent with the radio switch being turned on. The black wire actuates it to the full extent 36 inches all the way up, which we'll run an operational validation test here in a minute, which is consistent with using the up-down switch of the Cadillac Eldorado. Okay, and the white switch is the reducing switch that gives you the full retraction. So green actuates the first 6 inches with the radio being turned on. Black actuates up to full 36 inches when using the up-down switch for the Eldorado inside the dash. And the white is the retraction. So I've gone ahead and I connected it to power, to a battery. I'm grounded right here with the blue wire. And I'm going to take my red wire, and the first wire I'm going to touch is going to be the green wire. And when I do so, that will cause it to rise only 6 inches. Okay, so the green wire is this unit right here. That is the bottom right. So I'll go ahead, and I'm doing this with one hand here at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and touch the green wire. And that is the limiting actuation consistent with turning the radio on, where you have a limited 6 to 12 inches when you power on the radio. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and I'll touch the white wire, and we've got the retraction. Now I'll go ahead and I'll touch the black wire, which is the upper left. And there we are, fully actuated, a full 36 inches. Okay, with the black wire, and now we'll do the retraction test. And the unit self-stops, self-parks after 2 rotations, consistent with the 1976 design intent. So this is the operational validation test. This 1976 Cadillac Eldorado antenna has been totally rebuilt, including a brand new limiting switch, which was burned to a crisp for some reason. The unit had also been disassembled, as marked here and as marked there, which was not my doing. So the unit had been opened up as well, and something happened at some point in time and caused the limiting switch to be burned to a crisp. So the unit has been repaired, and this will be shipping out tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to Gary Lux. And this is George in Florida. I have over 25,000 parts for the 1967 to 1976 Cadillac Eldorado, and over 100,000 parts for the vintage classic Cadillacs. I also rebuild the steering wheels and the steering columns. Thank you very kindly. Today is November 6th.